Hello YouTube land! This is going to be my first YouTube tutorial. We're going to do Spirit of Texas here today with the poof and the big pony and all of that jazz. So this is how we do it. Okay, so we're going to start with the poof. And what I like to do is start a little bit about an inch back, coming all backwards, take about an inch section, pull it straight forward, and then we're going to back comb. Hopefully you can see this. So back combing, you're just going to start about halfway up the section, and then pull it down. And you're just going to repeat that over and over and over. And I like to spray it as there we go. I like to spray it as I go. I feel like it gives it a lot more hold when we do it that way. So, and then I just keep taking about 1 inch parings all the way back. Start about halfway through, pull down, and spray. We'll do it sideways. Okay, so back, tease it, then spray. Okay, and spray it. We flip all the way back. And this is going to be the starting point of our poof. So now the main part of teasing is you don't want it to be noticeable that you teased it. So we are going to go back through and cover everything on the front. Come all back. And just do it lightly over it so it just smooths out the top layer. You don't want to undo all the teasing you just did. So you just kind of want to create just a little bit of hiding. You just want to hide the tease that you just did.
It's like rockstar cheer hair.
Right? We'll just leave it like that. And we're done!
He was joking.
Max.
Okay, so then we are going to comb it back.
Baby hairs.
And we'll go back sideways. Yeah, we'll get rid of the baby hairs. Comb it back to right in the middle of the head. Comb it all back so you can pinch it all at the same point.
Did you get there?
And take that and push. Do it again, smooth it over and push. And then take your comb and just kind of pull the teasing. You can kind of manipulate it in there. Because it's just kind of like a bird's nest up in there. So we're just going to pull it. There we go. And do we have bobby pins? Okay, so right now I'm just using a clip. You can use clips, bobby pins, whichever you like. This is just all we have. Normally I would use bobby pins. For the bobby pins, what you want to do is anchor it from this way and this way so it makes an X. You want to X them so that that's a lot of support so that they can connect to each other and they're not going to slide out. I usually only use about 4. Some girls like to use 14. It is all based on your comfort level. Okay, so now that we have that pinned in place, what we're going to do is spray the front and get these baby hairs.
And a lot of baby hairs.
Yeah. The least amount of baby hairs you have, the better. The more, the harder, and the more hairspray you need. So we're going to just plaster all these little tiny ones.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
It's okay.
There we go. Okay.
This is the poof, everyone.
This is the poop demonstration.
Sorry, I snorted.
Oh, I straightened my hair before this, so that's probably why it's not curling.
Yeah,
And on that note,
yeah, it's not gonna matter whether I do.
You want me to send her to her room?
You're in time
Max, I
out.
got your back, honey. I got your back.
Okay, so Cammy's hair has been straightened before. So it's not going to curl as well as usual, but this video is going to be more about the actual ponytail and the teasing rather than the curls. I'm just going to do a few demonstration curls, and then after that we'll just skip right on to the teasing. It's not even like warm though.
Oh! I unplugged it, thinking it was the vacuum.
Hey, I never do that.
I'm leaving.
Okay, so now we're going to move on to the curling. We want to take normal size section, not too thick, not too thin. If it's too thick, it's going to be looser. Too thin, it'll be really tight. So we just want, you know, a decent sized strand.
Ah.
And what I like to do is go through and just kind of heat up the strand once. And then we're going to start in the middle. You want to start in the middle because the middle is going to take more heat. And the ends are going to need less attention because they're more fragile, so they don't need as much heat to curl.
Get that in there.
Mom, you are very hyper tonight.
Okay, so then we have curl.
It's all about promoting Maximus, okay?
This section, same thing. We're going to go through, heat up the strand, start in the middle. Less attention to the ends. Hold it for about 10 seconds.
Yes.
Okay, so I'm just going to go through and curl the whole ponytail, and then we will be back to finish. Okay, so the first step before you tease is you want to put it in your bow. If you try and put it in your bow after you tease it, you will never ever fit it around. You will mess up all the teasing. It'll be frustrating. It happens to me all the time. I always forget about the bow until the end result. Okay, so we're going to start with the back. I just kind of take the front little pieces. These are going to be everything that's going to cover it. So just kind of tease them a little bit just to give them a little bit of volume. Okay, and this part is going to be very unattractive to get to an attractive finish.
That was a
So,
good one. That was a good one.
there we go. We're going to, so we just kind of, I do it, the front part, and then I split everything else into two. So we have one section here, one section here, one section here, and just keep going down. And just tease it, because you won't even see what any of this is going to look like. All you'll see is the end curls. And don't be afraid of ruining your curls, because they are heat bonds that have been altered with the heat, so they're not going to disappear or go anywhere just because you tease. They'll still be curly. So we're going to tease all of this, and then we're going to spray it. Every time we tease a new layer, we're going to spray it again. And if you're doing it right, it should stand straight up without any effort. So we're going to do this side. Over here, tease. And spray. And tease this side. And spray. And we'll just continue all the way down the ponytail. And then we have the last little pieces. And you want to tease all of the ponytail, because if you don't, then you'll have all of this will be big and lifted, and then you'll have the pieces that aren't teased laying flat down here, so it'll be a big difference. So you want to tease all of it, even if it's just a little bit in the bottom, just so everything is lifted and it all blends together. Okay? So this is what it's going to look like. Crazy, big, huge. And then we're just going to go over and flip it. So what we're going to do now is start to smooth it out. And we're just going to do the same thing that we did with our poop. And you just want to cover all that teasing so that people can't really tell what you did. Okay, so we smooth out the front. And then we're going to move to the back.
My glasses.
And the main, it's going to be the main like two sections up here that are just going to cover all of this. And then you have your big curls down here that we're going to go through and fix. What I like to do, I don't really like ringlety, I don't like it to be where you can tell where the curling iron was. So what I do is just kind of back comb into these, just very gently, and you're just kind of separating the curls in here, making them a little bit thicker. Just a little bit prettier so they're not tight little ringlets. That way everything looks fuller and you can't see through the teasing.
Justin Bieber won't follow me on Twitter.
Did you just
I
say?
tried and
I tweeted Justin Bieber like 5 times, he still won't follow me.
Why? Like, I'm not famous for you. Yeah. Then I'm just gonna go back through and I'm just gonna kind of curl the ends of a few pieces. Okay, and then we're gonna spray and just kind of lift. And wet. So then we're just gonna do detail, and you want it to be even. You don't want one side to be much larger than the other. No one wants a lopsided cheerleader.
And make it extra big, because then when you practice and stuff,
Absolutely.
when it goes down, it won't be really
Yeah, that's the other thing is at competitions, I make it bigger than it needs to be, because by the time that they go to warm-ups and all of that stuff, it's gonna die. So I'm gonna stick it in the very top, just the end of like your comb or your brush. Kind of stick it and just lift and spray, and just kind of do that. Okay, and then normally we're not gonna add more damage than we need to, but then normally we'd also curl the side pieces, and you're just gonna kind of wrap those around, and you want curls to go away from your face. You don't want them to come in and block your face, you want them to go away. So then, after all of that is done, we have our finished product.
Everyone follow him on. Do you have Twitter? Or do you
Twitter?
use Instagram?
I use Instagram.
Okay, everyone follow MAXR33 on Instagram.
That's memory.
And then me, Cammy Branson 1.
And Kimmy Branson
Oh,
one.
you just blocked it, Cammy Branson 1.
Alright, I hope you all enjoy it, and I'll be back with another tutorial soon.